Hey, Foodie Mob. I'm going to show you a couple quick things here before Mr. Tony gets here. I'm going to put some things together so that him and I can work later. Now, all I'm going to do, this is a real simple syrup for our cake. That's what we're going to use it for. I'm doing this in bits, so I'm going to put it all together eventually. All I have here is a half a cup of sugar. Just regular granulated sugar. Goes in the pot. And then here, I have a full cup of maraschino cherry juice. Well, actually, it's 2/3 of a cup of cherry juice and 1/3 of a cup of water. Because we want our syrup to be flavored. So, and we're just gonna mix this and stir it and bring it to a nice boil. And what do you want to talk about while we wait for it to boil? This is a unique cake recipe. I am playing with my food again. So I'm kind of creating what I'm gonna call a Spamoni cake. I don't know if there is such a thing, but for me there is now. I'm just taking layers of white cake and I'm gonna spritz it with this glaze, this syrup, so that it soaks into it and kind of tinges the cake into a pink red color. And then I'm gonna make some special fillings and we're gonna put it all together. But all we have to do is bring this to a nice boil. Boil it for 1 full minute, and then comes the fun. Oh, look, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm sure you're just thrilled watching this boil. Watch pot never boils, right? So we're just gonna boil this for 1 minute, and then we're gonna add 1/3 of a cup. Oh no, correction, 1/4 of a cup of rum, just clear rum. You can use coconut rum, you can use anything you want. Make it your own. That's what I like to do. I like to make things my own. That's why when I was looking up these recipes, trying to figure out what kind of cake to make for an Italian feast, other than the traditional ones, I wanted something different. See, now we're at a good boil, and we're gonna let that boil for about 45 more seconds. And then we're gonna add our liquor and we're gonna be done. But yeah, I was playing around with this recipe, looking at different recipes, and I was like, how can I do this and make it my own? So that's what I did. I made it my own. I came up with some different layers and some different fillings. And we're gonna call it a Spamoni cake. A Spamoni is traditionally cherry, pistachio, and chocolate. So wait and see what we got coming up for you. And we are good to go. Remove it from your heat as such, and then just dump in your booze. I'm using rum, and then we just let that sit and cool. And when it's nice and cool, then we spray our cakes with it. I'll show you that part later. See you later, foodies. Bye. Hey, Foodie Mob. I'm back again. I'm going to be in and out, in and out. Now, I'm going to make one of my fillings for my new cake, my Spamoni cake. And if you see, I just have a box of pistachio pudding mix. And then I have 1 cup. Instead of, I know the recipe calls for 2 cups. You only want 1 cup. And instead of regular milk, you're going to use heavy whipping cream. It'll make it a thicker, more luxurious. It'll make it more like a filling rather than a pudding. If you want it to be a filling, you want it to be a little thicker. And you just whisk it together. And then you let it set up in the fridge for as long as you can. That's why I'm doing mine this morning before Mr. Tony gets here, so that him and I can put together the cake at a later date. So we're just going to whip that up and get it good and mixed, and you'll see how thick See how thick it is? It's not like traditional pudding. And that's going to be one of our fillings. And we'll be back with another one in just a bit. Hey, buddy, I'm back. Now we're going to put together another filling. And this one is going to be like a cannoli filling. We've got 2 cups of powdered sugar. And we've got a whole container, 2 full pounds of ricotta cheese. Whatever brand you like is just fine. And you want to change the amounts? Change the amounts. It's completely up to you. And we are also going to use, how much cinnamon? This one says, that's a half a teaspoon. Mr. Lee is playing with his phone. But I like cinnamon, so I'm going to put a little bit more than that in there. And then the last thing, well, one of the last things we're going to add is 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Fresh jar. And I'm just going to use my little lid, because there's a teaspoon and there's a half a teaspoon. And that is pretty simple. I'm going to mix this up and I'll bring it right back. All right, we are back and we have everything mixed together. And the next thing we're going to do is just add our chocolate chips. I had to add a bunch, probably another full 2 cups of confectioner's sugar. And you can see it's kind of liquidy now, but I believe it'll set up. We're hoping, fingers crossed, it'll set up as it sets in the fridge. And the only other thing we're going to add to this filling is chocolate chips. I have a 12-ounce bag of mini chocolate chips because it's cannoli filling, kind of like cannoli filling. And we're just going to let that mix it all together, set it up in the fridge, and wait until we put our cake together. Take care. Time for ganache. Here we go. We're going to take this 2/3 cup of heavy cream and we're going to pour it into a microwave-safe bowl. Very simple, very easy. We're going to pour in our chocolate chips and then we're going to start melting it. One hand. Look, Chef Mike did a fabulous job of melting our chocolate into our cream. See how beautiful that is? Oh, in case you don't know who Chef Mike is, he's the microwave. And we have melted our butter completely. So now we're just going to take our melted butter and we're going to whisk it in to our melted chocolate and cream. And that will give us a beautiful glaze / ganache for our cake. And we're just going to let that set up for a bit, just right on the counter. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. And we're just gonna, ooh, look at that. Look at that, foodies. Look at that. Ooh, yum. All right, so we are good to go. And we'll be back to put the cake together. Hey, Foodie Mob, the pain in the ass is here.
Hey. Hello, foodies.
Okay, I've got my cakes made. I've got my liqueur, what do they call it? Syrup. My rum syrup, rum and maraschino cherry juice syrup.
Yeah.
Soaked in. And I've got my fillings made and my toppings and my decorations ready. So now we're going to put it together. And this guy showed up for it. Nice of him, huh? See, I just put my fillings in a Ziploc bag. That way you just squeeze them on. Oh, wrong one. That one doesn't go on first. Cannoli filling. Yeah, my first stab at this did not work. I had to send hubby to the store to get some cream cheese so that it would work. Because it wouldn't firm up. So I shoved it with cream cheese and that worked.
That's sure a lot putting in there. That's a lot.
What's a filling? What do you want? Nothing?
Okay. Just saying.
And then we got another, and we put another layer of cake on here. Squeeze it down. Look at that. And then we put, see, we got our cannoli layer. Now we're going to do our, what do you call it? Pistachio layer. And Tony, do you know what this is?
A bag with pistachio pudding.
Well, it's not. Well, when do you know pistachio pudding to be that thick?
Yeah.
I made the pistachio pudding mix with 1 cup of heavy cream instead of doing it by the package directions.
You do know, foodies, this is an experiment here.
That's
it's
right.
It's not going to be like...
Crash test dummies.
Yeah. So it's going to be like, okay, we're going to test this thing out
Yep, we're playing with
Wednesday
our food.
and see how it
Tomorrow.
tastes.
Tomorrow's the big
actually,
feast.
it's tomorrow, right? You're out, right? Yep.
Tomorrow's the big feast.
I don't know if they can see that.
That one's really thick. Hang on, I gotta grab a little spatula. Cause that might actually be too thick. Next time I think I would make it with 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Cause if you see, it's really thick. And that might make it difficult to spread out. Yep. It's a little difficult to spread out.
Oh.
It's a good thing
my gosh.
It's a good thing my hands are clean. Because, oof, yeah.
I just didn't think you just used too much cream in that.
What?
Used too much, what is it, what you used?
I didn't use enough cream, Tony. That's what I just said. I said next time I would have to use more cream to make it thinner. Nice of you to keep up with the conversation.
You're welcome.
Let's see.
See, I don't like experiments. I like going by the original recipes.
Nope. There is no original recipe for this. We're creating something new and fun.
Okay.
Why do you want to freaking go with an original recipe when you can have fun and make
I'm
your
just
own?
the type of original guy.
You're a stickler.
You know, I go with proven recipes, not ones that, see, that's not going to work.
Yes, it is.
I don't think so.
Calm yourself. Negative Nelly.
People can't see it. If you can see this, look what she's doing. She's almost tearing it apart.
No, I'm not. He's such a poo. I'm slowly working it.
Slowly tearing
That's
the cake apart.
No, the cake actually isn't coming apart at all.
It's not?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
There's no cake mess here.
I don't know.
This is kind of amusing, though. I'm glad I could amuse you, Mr. Chula.
This is when you get being a test guinea pig. You don't know what you're gonna get yourself into.
Well, yeah, this is why it's always fun to play with your food.
Yeah, but geez. By the time you spread that all out, you ain't gonna have no cake left on top.
There is plenty of cake, and there's still 2 more layers.
Holy smokes.
This is a 4-layer cake.
I
I think that's good enough. Close enough. Close enough. We got it in there. It's in there. It might not be pretty, but it's in there. Here, you want to taste the filling? You want to taste the filling?
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Foodies, you would not believe how this cake looks like.
Oh, I'm going to show them.
It looks like that something that my granddaughters would make.
I had to wash my hands, but I got to show them. Okay, just so y'all don't ever worry about being perfect. Look at this inside filling. It looks horrible, but it's okay because we're going to cover it up. Now we're going to take another layer.
Okay.
Actually, I want this layer. That's going to be the top layer. So we got another layer of cake. And we're going to squish on there. Yeah.
I don't know about this, foodies.
This is fun.
It might look fun, but
Yeah, I don't know
the biggest test is how it's going to taste.
I don't know what it's going to look like in the end. Well, actually, I can kind of give you an idea of what it's going to taste like, Tony.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Because I have more stuff. Now I got to wash my hands again. Because I dribbled. You know, you
I
can
don't-
talk to them instead of just sitting there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at this cake. I'm just amazed that it's like this. I just don't know.
And then we just put the top layer on there.
Okay.
Squish it down. Okay, now we've got our 4 layers. See, now we've got a 4-layer cake. Now we're gonna put the
it's like this is being built like a car that you have to fix. All the dents you kind of put all that Bondo on.
Well, that's everything.
That's how this is looking like.
Here. This is delicious. Here, give me
No,
your finger.
I don't want that.
Give me your
No,
finger.
nope. Yeah. This is just like if you're trying to hide all the dents in the car. This is what this is look like.
Well, that's what you always do unless you're a professional cake maker, which I am far from.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
That is very true. She's not the cake maker.
I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm not a baker. You know,
So what else is going on top of it now?
the ganache.
The who?
The chocolate ganache.
Chocolate ganache.
Ganache.
Oh,
With a G.
ganache. Okay,
With a
folks.
G.
I don't know.
Wait. I'm trying to get
This is getting kind of squirrely here.
It's not squirrely. You're squirrely.
I guess the biggest test is how it's going to taste.
Well, always.
You know,
I'm always.
it might not look too good, but we'll
right
have to
now,
taste it.
it might look good when I'm done. I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's see. Let's see if we can pretty it up some. Okay, now. The ganache.
Oh no.
It's just like a thin chocolate syrup that goes over the top. It's just literally cream, chocolate, and butter.
Is that going to be stiffened as it goes on? Is it going to kind of like a chocolate?
It'll firm up.
Candy
It'll
bar?
be like a glaze. No, it won't get hard.
Oh,
It'll be like a glaze.
okay.
It doesn't get hard. You could actually, if you wanted a fluffier icing, you could just mix it with cream cheese. That's what I had to do with the cannoli filling, because it wouldn't firm up. So I had Lee run to the store, grabbed a couple of bricks of cannoli or of cream cheese, and yeah, he brought that home.
So you're putting this on here. You're dripping it all over.
Yes, I'm dripping it all over.
Oh, jeez. Are you going on the sides too?
Yeah.
How's that going to hold on the sides? That's
How
my
does any
question.
frosting hold on the side, Tony?
I don't know. It doesn't look like a thick frosting.
Well, it's not. It's a very thin. It's a ganache. It's not really a frosting.
You know, my mom, my father, her father, my grandfather, I never met in my life, but I heard he was a great baker.
Oh, really?
And I heard that he had his own little store at one point.
Oh, nice.
But I never got to meet him. Never, yeah. But they said he was a great baker.
Well, that's amazing.
So if he was alive, he probably could show me how to make this cake.
Well, he couldn't have showed you how to make this specific cake.
Well,
Because this is our own recipe. This hasn't been done before. We're trying something new. Whether you like it or not, Mr. Chula. Mr. Gotta do everything by the book.
by the book. That's
You don't even know whose book that is.
That's the Marine Corps way, by the book.
Yeah, but if you don't know,
By the book.
you know, how are you just gonna trust anybody to make? I mean, and what your taste buds are different than mine. So, you know, what I like, you may not like. So why not, you know, play with it.
Yeah.
Make it to your liking.
See, that's where you and me differ from.
Yes.
I'm straight by the recipe, proven recipe.
Yeah.
You're not.
And let's find out if we can make it better.
Sometimes it's not better.
Sometimes it's not. Absolutely. Sometimes it's not better. But more often than not, it is.
Well, you keep it interesting. That's a fact. I know
Food
that.
should never be boring.
You know, I don't know how what you think, foodies, but I'm kind of the traditional, proven recipe.
But if you think about it, now, everything we do in life and all the people who are in our lives are different.
Yeah.
And what is the one thing that brings everybody you know together? What is the one thing that is at every holiday, every function, every family, every wedding, every picnic?
Okay. I understand where you're going with, and?
It's all food.
Yeah.
So why should it be boring?
I didn't say it should be boring. I'm just saying it should be a proven recipe. That's why they have recipes. Right?
Well, who makes those recipes?
There's somebody that came up with it.
Exactly.
Well,
we're just the person doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm
just the kind of traditionist to say, okay, I found this recipe, I want to try it, and I can look at it and make it according to that. I change a little bit maybe, but that's about it.
I like to change it a lot.
You like to change it a lot.
A lot. See, now it doesn't look bad. See, it's almost pretty. Look. See that? What do you think? It's not perfectly level, but wait, we're getting there. Okay, now I'm going to take some of this cannoli filling. I'm going to decorate. I'm just going to put little splooshes.
Splooshes?
Yeah, little splooshes.
What's a sploosh?
That's a sploosh. See, now that's a sploosh.
We got a sploosh here, foodies.
We got a sploosh. We're splooshing out.
Yeah, sploosh. We're just going to add a little sploosh.
Yeah, just a little decorating. You put a little maraschino cherry in each little sploosh. Each sploosh gets its own cherry.
It's starting to look like a cake.
Right?
Yeah, at the beginning I had my doubts, but it's starting to look like a cake now.
And then we have our crushed up pistachios. And we just do a little. Da-da-da-da.
I think you should put a bunch of it on there.
Well, you
got
don't
a
want
bunch.
too much.
You got a bunch in the bowl there. Wait, we got so
You
much.
don't need too much. You don't want to overdo. Now, what do you think?
It's starting to look like a cake.
It looks pretty, don't it? It actually looks pretty darn good. See, everybody? There's our finished cake. See? What do you think? It actually turned out pretty good. Now we just gotta figure out where the heck I'm gonna put it until tomorrow. But, do you want to try to see what it's gonna taste like?
No. I'll take it tomorrow because I got my sugar all messed up this yesterday.
Oh
today, so I have to
boy,
watch
he was
what
doing
I'm eating.
bad things again.
Yeah, I was eating stuff that I shouldn't be, and I said, okay.
Shame. All right, well, we're excited for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, all I have to do is make the focaccia and the salad dressing, of course. But we'll see you all tomorrow.
All right, foodies, have a good day.
Yeah.
It's a nice day here in Florida.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Beautiful day.
Absolutely
Beautiful
gorgeous
day.
out today.
But yeah, and let you remind you, like I said yesterday, we have a new website coming out. So go ahead and check that baby out. Probably end of this month. I'm really pushing trying to get it done.
And don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook too.
Yeah, Facebook. Like us here on Rumble.
Yeah.
Like us there and drop us a line. See what you think about our videos.
Yeah, tell us what you like to make.
Yeah.
And tell us if you like to go by the book or if you like to be creative on your own. Be creative, folks. Be creative.
Yeah, I see your point, but again, I don't. But
Wait, you wouldn't have this if I wasn't being creative.
True.
All right, so there. We'll see how it tastes tomorrow before I make that bold statement.
Yeah. We have, the biggest test will be tomorrow. Testing it out, eating it, and see what it tastes
with
like.
the meatballs and all the things.
So, but it looks good right now.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, folks.
Thanks, foodies.
Bye-bye.
We'll talk to you soon.